Alright everybody, Mark here from GamebustersUK with another highly polished episode of Dragonage Origins. Last time we were exploring the tower, trying to see what the cause of the commotion was, to find it's full of darkspawn, and now we're going to take on the first boss of the game, that big ass fella over there, munching away. Uh-oh, we disturbed his nom 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 time. And now he's pissed. Easy there, fella. Well, you know what to do in these situations. You see a big ass monster like that, the only sensible option is to go and kick its ass. So that's what me and Alistair and my dog do, whilst that mage just kind of hangs back and shoots fire at the ogre's groin, apparently, and then gets battered. Anyway, a little bit of strategy involved in the first boss battle. Just basically what I would say is just keep everybody alive. Don't worry about combining any flashy attacks. Just keep everybody alive and just keep chipping away at him. He's not too difficult. I mean, look, he's almost dead already. Yeah, he is dead. And you'll be rewarded with this lovely slow-mo. Plunge the sword into his face. Oh, there we go. Oh, eat that. Have it, you dirty bastard. There we go. Strike a pose. First boss down. Didn't realize how many skills I'd activated, so I just deactivate them all. And then we go and light the tower. Don't forget to loot the ogre's corpse for some pretty good items, including a unique shield called Havard's Aegis, which is kind of alright, but if you've got an iron shield, I wouldn't recommend using it because it is made of a slightly weaker material. It's a wooden shield, but it has some good pluses. Now here's a major turning point in the plot. You see, Leliana there, he's telling his men to retreat when they were supposed to attack when the signal was lit. So what's going on here? Is he really going to leave the king and his men to die out there? Looks like it. He's retreating. Why is he doing that for? Well, all is yet to be revealed. But for now, Leliana is turning his back on his king, and Duncan and all those people out there fighting against the Darkspawn. They're fighting a futile battle now, and you gotta feel for those people. Yeah, he realizes it. Snap. The king is dead. Long live the king. The king is dead. Long live the king. The king is dead. And then Duncan goes to apeshit. I kill you. He kills you. Take that. And another one. And then his daggers magically transform. The hand was transformed. Not many people notice that. You know, I can see quite a sense of parallelism, a lot of similarities between the character of Duncan and anybody watched Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace? I know it's not great, but Liam Neeson's character, Qui-Gon Jinn, that's who I see a lot of similarities with them. Oh, he sees the tower and he's wondering why, and then kablam, he's not gonna wonder about anything anymore. And oh my god, we've been shot and the game's over, we're dead. Oh my god, that's how it ends. We're all dead. Everybody died. So, pretty short game, really. Nah, I'm just pulling your leg. The action continues. We somehow survive. Crazy witch lady saved us. Stripped us, apparently. I don't know what else she did to us, but you sure as hell ain't gonna remember anyways.
Then Mother rescued you. Do you not remember?
Her crazy hag mum rescued us apparently, so guess the old bat wasn't as crazy as she looked.
Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend.
Basically, this is now the main quest beginning, you know, because we've become a Grey Warden, and obviously all the Grey Wardens were in the battle just then, and they were all wiped out. So, in theory, you, the character, and Logan, no, you and Alistair are the only two Grey Wardens left in existence now. It's up to us two to try and fight the Darkspawn all on our lonesomes. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a quest. It's gonna be difficult, but it's gonna be fun. And we're gonna see a lot of crazy shit. We're gonna recruit a lot of awesome people, and it's gonna be awesome.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
See, that's why you have to pick a beard. People with beards are statistically more harder to kill than people without beards. That's why in the medieval ages everybody had a beard. Knights of yore and warriors of yonder always have beards.
Not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
Right, I'm back. Hopefully the lapse in commentary won't be too noticeable. Just had to go and have my order to take away, and it came, and I had to eat it. Could just leave it down there. So we've been rescued by the old bag, and she's given us the lowdown on what's going on now. Let's put things in the perspective, basically. Perspective number one, Logain obviously betrayed us, betrayed the king, left him to die, didn't help in the battle, he ran off. He has his own political thing going on, he wants to take power, I don't know, he wants to take power, so that's perspective number one. Always keep that in mind, because Logain's going to be a key character to come. The second thing is Grey Wardens are all decimated. We're the only two Grey Wardens left. But using the scrolls that we found in part 2, we can get alliances to form an army from the dwarves, the elves, and a few other factions in the world to gather an army to fight the Darkspawn. So that's also what we need to do. There we go. We need to go to Redcliffe, as Alistair has just said. Maybe I talked over him, but Redcliffe is a place where Alistair has good connections. The ruling count, or they call him what the hell do they call him? Owls in this. I guess it's short for Earl. Like the leader of the town. Alistair knows him. He's like his stepfather or something, and he can aid us in our battle. He can give us troops. So anyway, we're going to build up an army to fight the Darkspawn, whilst at the same time trying to deal with Logain and trying to figure out why he did what he did. You know, because Logain's going to be on our asses as well. He's going to be sending men after us to kill us and stuff. So it's going to be pretty interesting. And along the way, we're going to pick up a whole lot of new party members, starting with Morrigan, the delectable witch lady who doesn't really wear much to cover her modesty, specifically in the region of the bosoms. So now we have a mage, which is pretty good. Morrigan is more of an offensive mage rather than a healing sort of defensive mage. So if you want to cast curses upon your enemies, fireballs, that sort of shit, then she's the mage to go for. She can also shapeshift, which is moderately useful. I never really use it. I've never really used it myself, but she has shape-shifting specialization for the mage. She can turn into a spider, and she can turn into a bear, and she can then turn into a swarm of locusts. Sounds pretty cool, I know, but I don't know. I never really utilize it totally. The swarm of locusts thing, it is the strongest form, and it takes a while to unlock that. Spider's pretty useless. The bear is okay, I guess, but she very rarely uses the transformation techniques unless you actually need Commander to. So now we have Alistair, Morrigan, and a dog, and we've got a pretty good party already for the awesome foursome. Like I say, if you don't choose the human noble storyline, you won't have the dog, so you'll have to obtain the dog by doing the side quests, which was touched on in part 3. No, part 2, which was to collect the white flower to heal the dogs in the kennel. Jeez. We'll be coming back to deal with this old bag later on. I'm not gonna give away any spoilers, but this old bag, we're gonna come back to finish a little bit of business with her later on in the game. Again, spending specialization points on Alistair, and let's see, what do I go for here? Survival. Survival's alright. It impacts the effectiveness of health potions and how far away you can spot enemies and stuff. They're just looking at Morrigan's skill sets. She favors ice magic, so bear that in mind. She favors the ice spells. I don't know why, she just does, but one of the DLC in the game, which is called the Warden's Keep, it contains a very useful item that if you want to totally utilize her ice magic prowess, the Warden's Keep DLC, which I probably will, feature at some point in this let's play. There's an item in that DLC that specifically is very good for mages who like their ice techniques, their ice spells. So we're going to a place called Lovering. As you can see on the world map there, it's a village. Here's a little cutscene, which is going to explain some of the more political side of things with Loghain.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar.
See, he's trying to sort of take power. The woman beside him is actually Loghain's own daughter. She's the queen. She used to be married to the king before he, before he died.
And without hesitation. Your lordship, if I might speak.
This ginger dude right here in the armor is called Arl Eamon, as well as being one of the characters with probably the best line in the game, which will come about in a later video. He speaks it later on in the game. He is brother to the Earl of Redcliffe, who we need to appeal for aid. And you can tell the little exchange in dialogue. He's not too happy with Loghain.
And neither will any of you. The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it. Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you.
Shiny. Loghain's very shiny. Yeah, so you can see what's a lot of political intrigue, I guess we can say. Yep, he's bang on the nail there. There will be a civil war. It's not as like civil war is in, wow, there's going to be a lot of fighting. It's civil war is in, the odd side quest here and there where you'll have to fight a few troopers, a couple of soldiers. It's nothing too big, but it sort of sets out the idea that Loghain is really, screwed the whole country a little bit because he failed to save the king. These douchebags are a bunch of bandits, holding up people, making them pay tolls on the bridge to Lovering, and obviously their mistake was to try and convince me to pay a toll, which is obviously I'm not going to give in to these punks.
They are fools to get in our way.
That's good advice. I take that advice. I would teach these punks a lesson. They're weak. They don't yield any particular items. You'll see in the background there. There's like a dead knight on the floor. You don't want to collect the item that's on that dead guy's corpse. It's a very it's not a useful item. It's not a weapon or anything. It's just a item that you need to show to somebody.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee.
I ain't gonna listen to someone that sounds that dumb. I'm afraid not.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
You could certainly try.
Well, this is going nowhere. Let's finish.
Yep,
this.
these dummies, they're gonna get what's coming to them.
Something drawing near.
A little bit of combat here. There we go. Everybody gets stuck in. Totally gang rape the leader. And it triggers a cutscene.
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the dog spawn gets us all.
And I'm not gonna let him go. I'm not gonna let this guy get away. He started this, so I'm gonna end it.
More careful. I'm
Now,
sorry. I'm
well,
not going
you shouldn't
down.
have tried to mug me. It's how we deal with things where I come from. Swords and shields. As you can see there, Morrigan busting out the ice magic. I said that she likes the ice magic. Leveled up. Level up. What does that leave me at? Level 4? 5? Shield bash. And then Alistair uses it again, and the dog just totally munches on his frozen corpse. Yeah, those guys should not have tried to mug us. Level 6. Strength, willpower, constitution. They're the free keywords for a warrior when you're trying to allocate your skill, your attributes. Strength, constitution, willpower. Strength for the damage. Willpower for your fatigue, and that allows you to do more of your skills that are in the bottom right hand corner there. And constitution just makes you more resistant. No, constitution gives you more health. So obviously in an RPG, you're not going to want to be stuck with a mediocre amount of health. So this is lowering.
Well, there it is.
This is just a little cutscene, which sort of, if anything, it sort of introduced these sort of a almost kind of sibling rivalry between Alistair and Morrigan. They don't like each other, put it that way.
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very
One of the good things about this game is when you're walking around and the people in your party, sometimes they have conversations amongst each other, and some of them are quite humorous. It's a nice little feature of the game.
There are three main groups.
There we go, Alice is just going over the stuff I sort of spoiled earlier on. All the different people we have to appeal to aid for. So the elves, dwarves, and some other people, the knights of Redcliffe. We need to recruit all those guys, gather an army, beat the Darkspawn, deal with Loghain. That's it. Yeah. Easier said than done, though. In Lovering, as I'm going to be recruiting every possible party member in this Let's Play, it's worth mentioning, don't leave Lovering until you're absolutely sure you've done everything you possibly can do. I mean all the side quests. You see that exclamation mark over there indicates a side quest. Board, notice board where you can get side quests. Because once you leave Lovering, you cannot come back. Well, that's a lie. After a certain point in the game, you can't come back to Lovering. Because I don't want to spoil it, but Lovering kind of gets destroyed. So we can't come back to this place after a certain point in the story. So if you want to, there's a fair amount of XP to be had here. Not a ton of enemies or anything, just a lot of little side quests that involve giving people items, that kind of stuff. I mean, there's one side quest where you need to give traps to a person, that kind of thing. But the big thing worth mentioning about Lovering is there are two possible recruits for your party here. And one is Sten, who I'm going to recruit in the next video. And one is a rogue called Leliana, who I'm going to recruit just now, actually, just right about now. Sten is a tank, so if you want somebody who can use double-handed weapons to just beat people up to a pulp, get Sten. And if you want to be able to unlock chests and do, you know, backstab criticals, I would go for Leliana. If you walk in here, these douchers will pick a fight with us. They're Logain's men, as Alistair has pointed out. And they're going to try and arrest us. Obviously, you can probably tell that's not going to go down too well with us. This chick here, that's Leliana. We're going to recruit her. And this is the way you do it. She butts her nose in. She pokes her nose in this little manly dispute between manly men with beards. And then we come on. Yeah, we throw down with these douches. And you see she's helping us there. Blue ring around her. That indicates that there's someone else, an NPC, just helping her. Everyone else is kind of like, this evening's entertainment is pretty good. They hired some good entertainment this time. Shield bash, knock that guy over. Beat him up while he's down. Drink a potion. Yeah, these guys are actually, they're harder than they look.
I can see why. All right, you've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson.
You can choose to spare them, or you can kill them, or you can give them a message to return to report to Logain. Just give him a message. I don't know, I think I kill these guys. Yeah, I finish them off. Kill them. Because, well, they tried to arrest me. I ain't done nothing wrong. So Logain wants to try and arrest you guys, you and Alistair, because for some reason he thinks Grey Wardens are a threat. He basically makes the Grey Wardens the scapegoat for the battle at Ostagar. He says, well, if it weren't for the Grey Wardens, the king would still be alive, which is a load of bullshit. And but everyone buys it, and so these douches, they come and try and kill us. Don't forget to loot their bodies for a bit of money, some good items, maybe a couple of potions, I think. And depending on how well this dialogue will activate anyway, just listen to her little tale, and she'll ask to come with you. And just say yeah if you want her to come. I mean, she's good at lockpicking. She starts with 3 lockpicking skill, which the only other rogue in the game you can recruit if you're not a rogue yourself is considerably worse than her in lockpicking skill. So I would definitely, if you want to unlock there's a lot of lock chests in dungeons, and if you want to be able to unlock them, bring her along. Let her tag along. Yeah, she's a bit of a religious nutball, but that's okay. We can make allowances for that.
I knew the Maker had sent a true dream, a vision that by serving you
Oh god.
his holy plan.
She's not gonna give me a copy of the scriptures. That's alright.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
So that's that. I mean, as you can see there, this is the party member selection screen. At the moment, I have all these guys, and I think I switch out the dog for Leliana, so maybe I would see a bit of her gameplay-wise in the next video.
Indeed.
Be sure to keep tuned in GamebustersUK, Dragonage Origins playthrough with me, Mark. And in the next video, we're going to be recruiting the big badass tank called Sten. Don't forget to miss it. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And check out the other videos on GamebustersUK. Thanks for watching.